unresolved issues of trust and belief in our past will only rise up and become great stumbling blocks for us toward our future. This very Phillips intimidated toward day number 4 of the Torah portion of Shelach Lecha. So let's go again to Numbers or Bimidbar, chapter number 14, and start reading with verse 2. And all the children of Israel grumbled against Moshe and against Aaron, and all the congregation said to them, if only we had died in the land of Mitzrayim, or Egypt, or if only we had died in this wilderness. Verse 3 is an important question. Why is Yahweh bringing us to this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and children should become a prey? Would it not be better for us to turn back to Mitzrayim? They said to each other, let us appoint a leader and let us turn back to Mitzrayim. And then Moshe and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. What we read about here, in my opinion, stems from an earlier situation all the way back in Shemot or Exodus chapter 17 and verse 7. There, Israel was also having a crisis of belief, and they asked this question, is Yahweh in our midst or not? By that, they were suggesting that if Yahweh was in their midst, there should be no opposing, challenging issues. Things should be better. Perhaps we are asking the same question. Whatever world events are frustrating you, whatever local situations, relationship situations, health crises, all of those things, whatever opposes you, perhaps you're saying to yourself, if everything is right, if I am walking obediently and upright, where is Yah? Why is he not preventing all of these things that are opposing me? If we do not resolve these issues about belief, they will only go underground, under skin, be dumbed down for a little while. We'll feel better about things. We'll hear some encouraging words from someone, and we think we're over it, only to find out this unbelief has taken root, and it will sprout and bear fruit and become a stumbling block. It's a root of bitterness, as we're warned about in the book of Hebrews concerning Esau in chapter 12. And so we must resolve these issues. My question is, when they said, let's go back to Mitzrayim, did they intend to take the Mishkan, the tabernacle, with them? Who was it that they were going to reject Moshe and Aaron's leadership for? Who were they thinking had the ability to go back to the Reed Sea, hold out a staff, and cause the waters to part so that they could get back across on dry ground? I don't know if they were thinking about that. Were they going to take the Mishkan with them? I don't think so. I think they would have abandoned that structure in the wilderness had they turned around. Because had they known the value of the revelation about the promised one, the promised deliverer, Yeshua our Messiah, as revealed in the details of that Mishkan, they would have had faith and belief and gone and taken the land. But it was because they failed to recognize the revelation of the one in the very midst of them that they had doubt and unbelief. Is this not the problem with Judaism and with the church system? And most importantly, in the Hebrew roots community. In all of these camps, there is a failure to rightly understand who Yeshua is. And when you fail to know Messiah, you will operate in doubt and unbelief. Yeshua came to give us belief, to demonstrate for us the validity of the Torah, to show us the way to walk it out, the right heart, the right mindset, the right purpose of having the Torah in our lives, so that we could do so with power, with joy, with expectation, with hope, with a sense of purpose in our lives. When we fail to see Him, we're going to be doubting. So again, were they going to take the Mishkan? In every operation of this tabernacle, when the priest put the offerings on the altar, there is Yeshua. When you walk through the gates, there He is. When you stand at the laver, and the washing of the water of the Word, Rav Shaul, the Apostle Paul said later on, there is Yeshua being reflected in those waters. The entrance into the curtains, into the tent structure itself. Yeshua the Word and the bread on the table to your right. Yeshua the light bringer, the essence of Yah's light, revealed in the 7 manifold spirits of Yah from Isaiah 11 and 2, right there in the menorah. He is the altar of intercession, the place of the burning coals of fire, and He is the incense, and He is the frankincense on the bread, and He is the veil, and He's the one revealed is sitting upon the mercy seat of the Ark of the Covenant. He's in the tapestries overhead, the tent pegs, all of these things, the colors, the fabrics, the types of fabrics, it's all a revelation of Him. They were going through the mechanics and the motions of all that they were being taught without catching the revelation. Therein is, again, our problem. Going through whatever mechanics we employ, methodologies we use to observe Shabbat and to keep it set apart. Somehow, if you light candles, you need to see Yeshua in the candles. If you break the bread, Yeshua needs to be in the bread. If you observe the cup, you need to see Yeshua in the cup. He needs to be sitting with you at your table as your invited guest, as the ruler, as the king of your home. This Shabbat evening meal needs to be about Him. Your observance of reading the Torah portion. The Torah portions are given to us not just to give us structure and character and the heart and the mindset of Yah, but to reveal Messiah to us. When we go to our feast day celebrations from Pesach all the way through the year to Sukkot, each of these feast days are about Him, employing the teachings of the Torah as to how do we live each day. When we observe a command and we perform the command, it is not a checklist for us. It is a revelation of Yeshua to anybody that is around us. Again, failure to recognize Yeshua is the central problem for all of us. We can point fingers at other groups and say, they just need to understand Him the way that we do. We need to understand Him ourselves as He really is. And so when they say that they are going to appoint a leader, Yah is the one who raised up Moshe. Yah is the one who chose Aaron. If the majority of these tribes had turned on their heels and walked away, then whatever group would have been left, Moshe and Aaron would have led them into the land. You can't go with the crowd because the crowd's going to go back to Mitzrayim. Give them a chance. Give them a half reason, and they're going to turn on their heel and walk away. That's just the way historically mankind has been. And so to reject Moshe and Aaron is to reject the Torah. To reject the Torah is to reject the Messiah revealed in the Torah. Their attitude was, Yah's trying to kill us. He only brought us out here to kill us. Is He in our midst or not? In closing, Yah's default mindset towards you is not looking for a reason to judge you and tear you apart and bring failure upon you. It's that of mercy and love and shalom, healing and deliverance. Look for those things and look for the land. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Till then, shalom.